Hey folks, welcome to ADSR. I'm Stephen Ellestad. Make sure you subscribe to the ADSR YouTube channel and follow on social media. So I wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about mastering as a workflow, kind of the steps that you do in it, just to help you understand the processes. This is a great way to develop your production skills in general, because you're not dealing with all the complexities of a mix, but you're still working with the tools and listening critically. This first video, I just wanted to look at the process itself and give you an overview of it. And for this couple tutorials, I'm using a track. It's a reggae instrumental that a former student of mine used. So many thanks to Galen for letting me work with this track. So let's listen to this a little bit, but before I do that, let's pop up our guide to the workflow. He starts out with critical listening. You're going to want to sit down and take some notes, listen for problems, listen for areas you think it can be improved. Once you've done that, then we're going to go on to actually fixing the problems. And we're talking fixing things like pops and clicks, or really, really muddy low end, just things that are problematic. We're not trying to improve the track at this point. We just need to get everything fixed so that our enhancements don't actually make those problems worse. And then once we've done that, we're going to go on to looking to enhance and improve the track, whether it's with dynamics, with selective EQ, or exciters, stereo imaging, what have you. And then finally, we make sure that while we're looking at our gain a little bit throughout the process, we're going to take that final step in the mastering process to really dial those levels in and bring up our loudness to a point that is, so your tracks will be at an appropriate volume, regardless of the listening environment or the platform, and make sure that they're not being crushed, overly loud, or otherwise kind of distorted or clipping. And then last, of course, we just export the track. So anyway, to do this, let's listen to this track a little bit. And so you get an idea. It's not a bad production at all. And so the first thing that I did was look at correcting any of these issues that I heard. I didn't hear too many. The biggest ones were that the low end was a little muddy, and it was a little bit dull up top, just a tiny bit. And it was also a very, very mono image. I knew I was going to have to open it up a little bit. First thing I did is I came over with the channel EQ, and I just threw a high pass filter really low at 26 hertz, and then I put a slope over here. I just wanted to roll off gently, just to prevent especially small speakers from trying to reproduce those ultra low frequencies. Just filtering them out is a good idea. And then I put a slight lift over here, and then I also came in to ozone, and I just had the imager, and it started like this. I just open it up like this. And it takes some messing with it, but with any stereo imager, you're generally going to be looking at controlling the tightness of the low frequencies separate from the high frequencies. You generally want to keep your lows pretty darn mono, and you want to, depending on whether you have a multi-band or not, adjust each band to kind of bring out the lift, and you can kind of hear the difference. This is where a lot of the information is in those low mids. And I turn that off. Big difference. And I'll also bring in the upper mids. Maybe even open them a little more. You can see that goes a long way towards opening up. And if you're doing this, you definitely want to come in here and check it in mono. We're just looking for differences because of phase cancellation, and that doesn't seem to be a problem for us anymore. Once we've got a basic more opened up stereo image and we've checked for all the mono compatibility, the next thing I like to do is to come in here with a maximizer and do some transient shaping. This is what it sounds like bypass with the imager on. And here's opening it up. It's pretty cool. So most maximizers are going to have some type of threshold and a ceiling, and then also you're going to be able to choose the noise profile, or the way that the tool is going to add extra energy into the track and excite certain frequencies. And I've got just a medium character, and I definitely turned on this transient emphasis and brought that. Let's hear this without the transient emphasis. Definitely hear a little more detail and crack in the snare. And so I think we've got it all fixed now, and we can move forward to looking to enhance and improve this overall, kind of shift our focus. So in the next video, we'll take a look at that, as well as adjusting the gain and getting a nice loud track before we export it. Thanks a lot. I'm Stephen Ellestad with ADSR. Make sure you subscribe to the ADSR YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.